Welcome back to another video that's going to completely change your life. I find it so interesting that all of the content that exists on recovery after heartbreak, on getting your life back after heartbreak, involves the loss of identity. I think that the mere fact on the idea that you need to live again and you need to get yourself back suggests that that was a key factor in the breakup. So yesterday I was just thinking about my past relationship, and I'm able to look at my past relationship with my co-parent who still very much exists in my life. I'm able to look at that relationship and not hold attachment to it. I now have the ability to look at the good, not just the bad, and learn from it, right? I was having a moment where I was thinking about what were the best moments of that relationship. What was our best years? I realized that in the beginning, as it always is, was really good. I got pregnant and it wasn't so good, you know, there was these other factors, postpartum depression, you know, all of that. And then we took a steady height. It was like the height of our relationship, right? And that was COVID, and not in an insensitive way. I know that the world was like breaking down at that point. Now I'm in a really good place in my life and I'm in a healthy relationship. I'm able to pinpoint why the relationship was so good and so healthy at those points. I realized at the beginning of that relationship, 2016, 2017, I had just become a qualified teacher. I had just passed my driving test. I was growing my locks, you know, my hair. I was in this space where I was forming and adding to my identity. And in 2020, when the whole world fell apart, I was creating an art platform and I was really giving that my all, and I was in contact with my artist friends and my artist mentors, and that was a really exciting time. And here I am now in the healthiest space and in the healthiest relationship of my life. I am focusing on my passions, I'm getting these videos out. So what does that actually mean? Well, that means that the healthiest relationships are based on how much you put into your own identity. You abandon your relationship when you abandon yourself. The fact is, you betray yourself when you don't put the work into your life. Your relationship is based on two individual people, and it's something about sort of reverting back to that moment that you first saw that person, and it's the individuality that made you really like who that person was. And it's almost like as the relationship travels and the loss of identity happens, and maybe the identity is formed together, that you no longer see that person, not necessarily for who they were, but you don't see their individuality anymore. The reality is, it's pretty hard to love or like a person when they don't even know what they love or like. When you don't feel passionate about things, it's gonna feel hard to give and receive passion. When you understand what you love or like, you're able to see that in others. I genuinely believe that it is not about two whole people. I don't believe that. I really do not believe that a relationship takes two whole people. We're imperfect, right? It does take two individual people on the pursuit of adding to their individuality in order to make a relationship work. The minute you abandon yourself is the minute your relationship becomes unhealthy. Keep adding to you. This can be really difficult, especially if you have children, to find your identity. There's just so much going on, isn't there? There's the hormones, and there's, you know, all these things going on in your body and in your life, to this major transition in your life. But I do believe even in those transitions, you can find the small joys that aid you to help you focus on your autonomy. The best relationship advice that I can give you is to keep identifying as you. Never stop that pursuit for growth. Also, what's great about growing and learning and adding to yourself is that it brings more to the relationship. It brings conversation points, it brings discussion points, and I think that's a beautiful thing. Now, if it's been a while and it's been some years, that can be quite challenging, right? Because effectively you are a different person, but it's the pursuit. That's what I want you to think about today. Pursuit. It's pursuing these opportunities, right? Looking for a hobby, seeing what you enjoy by experiencing different things. So yeah, just some thoughts today that I hope you have learned from in some kind of way.